is up, everybody? It is Mars Sports. It's Marshall today, and today we are going. I'm sorry, it's your boy Marshall. How about that? No, I'll charge my AirPods later. Uh, but today we are going to be doing our last World Cup pick video for at least 4 years. Uh, yeah, we finally made it to the end, my friends. Well, not quite, but. Yeah, we actually have actually one of the rare times where we have a championship where we pick two games, so that ought to be interesting. But yeah, there's that. But today we're gonna be picking the third place game, see who gets the gold, the bronze medal, and then we're gonna be predicting the World Cup finals. So I'm very intrigued to see what happens in all these games. I'll actually be working both those games during both those games. Yeah, but I'll watch the highlights when I get home. But yeah, but we got a lot of exciting things, so let's do this. So. And the third place game today at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. What the heck is that? Sorry, I thought there was thunder for a second. But I keep forgetting I live in an apartment, so. Oh, let me find D&D. Do not disturb. Don't disturb me or I'm going to be very sad. France versus England. This is the third place game. France lost to, I believe it was, Spain. And then, England lost to FIFA, as people call them, Argentina. So yeah, there's that. France has been really good in this World Cup. They did get shut out by Spain, but that Spain defense is insane, bro. Like Spain's only allowed 1 point in the whole World Cup so far. That is actually crazy. But outside of that, they were really good. Like they were shutting out teams left and right. I'm pretty sure they shut out every team up to playing Spain, which is really impressive. So I'll give them that. And like they beat Norway in the group stage. And what else? Let's see. They also beat who else did they beat? They beat Iraq and Senegal. So like they've had a great World Cup so far. It's not gonna be they're not gonna be champions this year, but they will have a chance to fight for third place, which would be nice. So good luck to them. Good luck to all these teams, by the way. And then England, on the other hand, England's coming off a loss to Argentina, 1-2, as they basically Atlanta Falcon that game in Atlanta somehow, as they were up like 2-0 or 1-0 towards the end, and Argentina always comes in the clutch apparently and just wins everything. So like, that's kind of wild to me how they keep on doing that. So what do I know though? I mean. Argentina always finds their ways. England is just the next victim. But England's been really good in this World Cup. They haven't been as good on defense, but the offense has been really good still. Like they've been scoring 2-3 points per game. It seems like, although the last time they scored 1, but they've been really good in this World Cup as well. And it's gonna be very interesting to see how they do against France. As England, let's see. By the way, shout out to the World Cup for having a third place game. That's amazing. I kind of wish all sports did that, just so we could have something extra. That'd be nice. But in the World Cup, they beat Croatia, drew to Ghana, and then they beat Panama 2-0, and then they went on against Capo Verde. I'm pretty sure that is. Congo, not Cape Verde. That's the one that Argentina played. Congo, Democratic Republic. Congo. And then they also beat Mexico, and then they also beat Norway. But they lost to Argentina. All their games have been by one. And all their games in the knockout stage has been by 1 point, whether they win or lose. So that'll be interesting. I think this ought to be a really good game. If I had to guess, though, I'm going to give France the win here, and 60% go at them as well. But it'll be a great game. Then last but not least, the World Cup final, my friends, which who knows what's going to happen tomorrow at this rate with all the Canadian wildfires. Because, yes, here in Plymouth, Massachusetts, we've been affected by it, too, unfortunately. Yeah. But, oh, jeez. That's a very blurry photo. Looks like something from 2002. Anyways, we got Spain versus Argentina in the World Cup final. We got the best team, in my opinion, versus the best player, the most clutch team. So, yeah. Spain has been really good in this World Cup. I mean, they've only not won once, and that was against a very good Cape Verde team that almost beat Argentina, to be fair. So, I mean, I guess a direct comparison with opponents, both these teams struggle with Capo Verde, as Argentina barely beat them. Spain drawed them, so that was crazy. I guess Argentina would have drawed them if it was the group stage at that point. Then they beat up, and ever since then they've been beating up teams: Kazakhstan, Uruguay by 1. They also beat Austria. I'm pretty sure that is. And then they also beat Portugal. They ended Cristiano Ronaldo's career, basically, so effectively. So there's that. And then they beat Belgium by 1. And that's about it. That goal against Belgium is the only point they've left. That's the only point that they've given up in this whole World Cup. That is insane. And then they beat France by 2 in shutouts. Yeah, but this Spain's defense is very, very good. But they are taking on a very good Argentina team who finds a way to keep getting lucky every game, every freaking game, bro. But I will say Argentina has won every. Or I'll put it like this: they have won every game that they played so far. They haven't had a draw like Spain did in the first game, and they have not lost anyone. They were insane in the group stage. They beat Algeria. I believe Lionel Messi scored all those goals. They beat Austria and then Jordan. So they're playing a lot of similar teams, I will say. And then they beat Cape Verde in a very close game. They beat Egypt by making a last minute, a very end of game push, and they were successful. Then they beat Switzerland in extra time by scoring 2 points. Then they beat England by scoring 2 in the last few minutes of the game. So Argentina keeps finding ways to win games. It's insane. Like, it's not like it's like winning games, but like having a heart attack in every game. It's insane. Meanwhile, Spain, on the other hand, has been more like handily winning the games, honestly. So yeah. And who I think's gonna win? This is tough because I very much think that both these teams could win, especially how clutch Argentina's been. But I do have a weird feeling that Spain might cook them in this game. So I'm actually going to go with Spain to win this one. Really. 47% go with them as well. It's very close, though. I think Spain's the more reliable team, in my opinion. That's why I'm picking them to win this World Cup. So, yeah. I mean, they've been insane in this World Cup, bro. And, yeah, Argentina's been amazing, too, obviously. They've literally not... They're literally the only team that's not drew or lost. That's literally the only team in here that's won every game. Like, not even Spain won every game. They drew against Cape Verde. But at the same time, I just think Spain's more consistent. I do think Argentina going against Spain's defense is gonna be much harder. So yeah, that's why I'm picking Spain's. Yeah. Anyways, y'all, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a nice day and goodbye. See you on the next one. Peace. And I guess this is the last pick video until college football starts again. So yeah, we'll have week 0 picks in about a month. So yeah. Anyway, see y'all next one. Peace. We'll probably do. Sorry, I keep on pushing it, but overstaying my welcome. But we'll probably have we'll probably have week 0 picks probably the week of the game, maybe a little before. We'll see. I'm not gonna do it overly early just in case storylines develop before the game. But yeah. Anyway, see you on the next one. Peace.